We found each other. This video is how you are seeing. You have gravitated to this video because I'm like you, we're a resonant match. I want to share with you today a couple topics, holograms. What is a hologram? Let's start there. So, a hologram, essentially, when we're looking at our Taurus, our electromagnetic soul, our aura, our soul, when we're looking at it in this context that I'm bringing up, the hologram, you are seeing that which you think, what you say, what you feel on this green screen right here. So the sum total of what you think, say, and feel, the resonant match of those things that you're saying, how you're feeling in resonance with that which you're thinking, meaning they're congruent, they're harmonious. Even low thoughts, if it's congruent with the feeling and the thought, it's going to project on this green screen. You're going to see a house when you're thinking about a house on this hologram. This is a holographic experience. And so this holographic space, this longitudinal field, this scalar field, this God pure consciousness field, this electrical ether field is a part of you. Okay, so is your aura, but beyond your aura, like you could talk about the Holy Spirit, you could talk about ether at large, beyond your aura, these waves of the ether, of pure space, of pure consciousness is also you. It's the bigger you, the God self, the source self, whatever name you want to put to it, your higher self. And so we want to start to recognize that we are not just finite, limited inside this body and even the aura. You're bigger than your aura, your soul. You are the consciousness at large. So we don't want to just focus on what I can see, this body, gross matter that I can see, this remote control. We want to look past it. I want to look past this pen, right? What's beyond it? What's in the space? And that's the heavenly space. So let's put some words together that could mean the same thing when I'm talking today. Space, heavenly space, the electrical field, ether, even at a level like a plasma cloud or even electron cloud, your source, pure space consciousness. What else is there? Higher self, maybe I already said that. So all of that unseen space, that untapped energy that most people are not focused on, that is them, and that literally is what is slowly coming into a lower frequency for you to see it, and that's when you actually see the pen. It was thought about first. And in a linear 4D way, we have, made it that we went and made the pen and now it's showing up here. But first it was thought about. But in a 5D way, where we include space itself in this conversation, this 5D way of looking at it, 5D meaning space, pure consciousness, that we truly are, then we begin to pull forward in the hologram that which we would want it to show up. We start to realize that the missing piece of the puzzle was us going beyond the finite into the infinite and occupying the infinite, occupying pure space. We already are, but it's just connecting that. So it's like you have the magnetic, grounding, the mother, the feminine, and the electrical space, the electrical thoughts, the electrical mental plane, the electrical heavenly existence, God self, all coming together. And when we, electromagnetics is typically like a 3D, length, width, height, and then we go 4D time, 5D space. So we're going beyond time, beyond that 3D into this higher dimensionality that we all are. We've all been communicating to our higher self. If you found this channel, that's you. Your higher self's talking back to you. You could seemingly say it's like your future self talking back to you, a more evolved self that has all the answers. And that bigger you is ready to merge. So actually we're doing this Thursday at the center, higher self therapy, a hypnosis technique, where we're tapping into the higher self that we be and merging it into the plane of existence, into your template, your divine crystalline template in the earth and beyond, and grounding and being that higher self. I am that is projecting the plan, and the plan is of the Most High. The plan is already existing. I'm ready to ground it and live my best, meaning I'm going to think, speak, and say and feel good things. And I'm going to catch myself when I'm not, when I'm focused on the outer circumstances, and I forgot for a moment that I was, actually I had created what's going on in front of me from a shadow of a past thought or a past program that's still cycling, fractaling out because I didn't clean up that conception point. So if something of the old version, the old self, the old experience, the gross matter experience gets you down here, usually out of gateways 1, 2, and 3, even your feet and your knees, if it gets you and you project from there and you seem to dense down for a minute and feel heavy, just take a deep breath and remember your space. Spread back out into the space. Spread back out into the ether that you are, the higher self, and delete what's going on in front of you and upload a new program so that it projects on the hologram, a new scene. This is the hologram. You want to see something new? Well, you got to let it come through. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about. And now I want to look at it in a star, a Merkaba point of view. So you have your upward pointing tetrahedron, it's like a pyramid that spins in one direction, that's masculine, that's mental, that's heavenly. And you've got this second tetrahedron, which is spinning in opposite direction. You're in the center, your soul experience, the avatar, your light being, your light body. And this spin is what we, back in the day would travel with when we remembered we were stars. And so this Merkaba, this light vehicle, this light body ship, when we've just been focused on the finite and the gross matter, the outer circumstance, what we see outside of us for so long, some people, when you were just focused on that, it's like you were only lighting up this lower triangle. You were not giving your power, your spin to the whole light body vehicle, light body ship, because you weren't aware of this upward triangle. It's the inverted world. If you hear us talk about that, it's the inversion. And when people get trapped outside of themselves, they think everything outside is real. All the outer circumstances are real. All that's happening right now is real. It is fleeting. It's going to come in and go out. And what will come in next is your next thought, which will then evoke a new feeling, which is a vibration. And the thought is that divine blueprint, which then gets highlighted. So that vibration, the thoughts are the waves and the feelings that come out of our, every energy center, but let's say our heart, our solar plexus, or even our sacral, those strong ones. When we can stabilize these lower energy centers and have this beautiful, loving experience coming out the heart, this frequency, this vibration, then that wave turns to particles, and it particleizes great things if we're in love, if we're in bliss, if we're in authenticity, if we're in the bigger space, meaning we're aware that we're all of this, we're not just this gross matter, we're everywhere. We're the unseen. Most of what we are is 99.9% unseen. So in the imagination is where most of our power lies. So we want to gather our energy. We've got our Earth star, we've got our root energy center star, our sacral, our solar plexus, 1, 2, 3, 4, the heart, 5, the throat, 6, third eye, 7th, the crown, 8th, the soul star. We want to start giving more power up the ladder, up our energetic centers. So you want to pull in any dormant energy, any leftover energy, any stragglers of energetic threads, cords, bindings, anchors, and pull your energy, your essence back into your centers, to your Earth star, your knees, your root, your sacral, all the way up. Whatever's meant to stay will stay, believe me. We're looking for any energy that's been fixated on the outer, thinking it was real, when all of that is like fuel for you to gather it up your spine so that you have more light in the higher centers, and the higher centers are active, and this higher part of your tetrahedron, your Merkaba, is activated, and then you have more power to be literally having all your tall orders just happen synchronicity after synchronicity, okay? And lastly, before I end this video, giving and receiving from the heart. So you spiritual entrepreneurs right there that are here, like myself, put your value, your worth. You can do suggested donation. You can actually have it be called that. But put it to its worth. Muscle test through it. Ask your higher self, what is this worth? I put all this time and energy, all these lifetimes. And I love playing with this experience. And I love playing with money. I love playing with exchange of, I know that money's holding energy, and it's a form of exchange. I love bartering. I love all of it. There's nothing I don't love when it means I'm getting to serve and give my gift and talent. So put what's worth, what is it worth, your gift or talent? And sometimes it's a smile, sometimes it's a hug, sometimes it's creating a PDF, sometimes it's doing this content on here. Put your worth to it, okay? And then be open, especially if you use suggested donation language, be open to giving it to those who arrive, beyond them being able to give the currency that you may have asked for. What's a good energy exchange? Ask them, what's the energy exchange? What's it worth to them? When you're giving freely in this way, because you're abundant, you are source consciousness, you are all of this, you literally can turn a wave to a particle in a moment when your thought and mind and heart are coherent about it. So when you're keeping this heart open, which is the access way to the heavenly planes, to the higher energy centers, to the ether at large, to the scalar and longitudinal field, the quantum field, when the heart is open and it's living in bliss and joy and giving freely, then you literally are building your world. Like I said earlier, that I am projecting the plan. I could add the master plan in there. I am that I am projecting the master plan. I am that I am projecting the master plan. So if I do all the things, be the example of who I want to see in the world, be the change that I want to see in the world. If I do all the things, meaning I give my gift and people come that, can afford it, who can't afford it, and I still give, we find an equal energy exchange, I give a smile, I give a hug, I open the door for people, I pick up trash, I'm making the environment pretty. Well, this is all me in the hologram. Everything that I'm participating in is me. This hologram experience that's projecting back to me, the biofeedback, the trash I picked up means I have a cleaner environment. I have a cleaner hologram. The hugs that I give means that people are giving me hugs. The gifts that I give means it projects right back. Gifts are coming to me. So you begin to create the master plan, the new world, because you are aware of who you are. You're all of it. And you are a star. And so you as a star, you realize that this is an interstellar experience. What is going on within will then be projected by law of correspondence outside of you. So you tapping into the quantum field, the God that you are, getting in God mode, connecting into pure space, doing your morning ritual and practice will begin to catch up. Give it 21 days at least. And you will see all that you are literally tapping into and giving freely in service will start coming back as long as you've got the self-worth. So make sure throughout your day and then the rising, you've got good go-to statements like, I'm worth it. Everything works out for me always. Money comes to me easily and effortlessly. I love giving my gifts, talents, and services. I'm infinite source abundance. All of those things. Everybody loves you because they do. I love you. And if you found me here, we love each other. So I'm honored to be here. Please leave a comment, share this video, subscribe and all that so I can keep getting this content further, wider, and meet more of the other me's. Have a great day.